Okay, yesterday we left off at this stage here, and this is a broken hammerstone that spalled a large section off, but it's really good now because it's thinner in this area and there's a lot of different facets. And so when a hammerstone breaks, sometimes it's good to keep it, because a lot of the time you'll end up with a round edge and then a more angular area. Like these little areas right here allow me to really get into small areas. In this stage, I'm kind of just cleaning up little areas. We took some large flake removals. I do think it would be fun to film most of the knapping of this entire blade. I'm not really sure if I want to make it like a stemmed blade or anything like that. We're definitely doing something that's more classic or relative to Arizona because of the material and the antler. This is wood. And the antler, I mean, there's a ton of elk in Arizona and New Mexico, so I feel like that's probably pretty accurate. I've been using this elk on so many things for a long time. I use it a lot on obsidian, which in native California there was a lot of elk. The entire valley was full of elk. Entire Central Valley. I just want to see how wood would work on some of these platforms. It kind of worked. I'm probably also not using it right. I mean, it's definitely breaking the rock. I dropped the bopper and it comes up with a flake in it. What I like about this wood though is it's really good for cleaning up these platforms and these areas without being too hard to like chip and create hinges. Like, it's kind of doing a great job at contouring these areas, taking flakes like that. And you can see it's just added a lot of contour on the edge there. Anyway, what I was saying is I'm not really sure what kind of blades were being made from, if any, were being made from this material. I have seen large quarry bifaces from that area that were about this size, but not nearly as, refined. So it's hard to know what they were making. But obviously, if they're making things that large, either they're for, getting the right flakes, or they're being finished into later stage bifaces. I'd have to talk to some archaeologists in that area of Arizona to see what kind of stuff is being made. I don't know if this platform's gonna work that well. It might contribute to this hinge here. I'm gonna try and get underneath it, but I don't have extremely high hopes. Oh, beautiful. I tried to hit it kind of high to get underneath those hinges there, and that's what it did. Where'd my hammerstone go? Like I was saying, the hammerstone, the fact that the hammerstone it has these areas, is really good for trimming and creating good platforms and isolating them. Oh, I got cut? What? Okay, this flake's not gonna be big at all. I don't want it to be. Okay, I wanted it to be bigger than that, but it's okay. I'm gonna get one across the base here. Oh no. Oh man. And yes, my dad is singing. Okay, so that flake was actually supposed to go this way more. The platform was supposed to be oriented more to get some of this mass, but one of the isolating flakes that I took, guide flakes, actually cut in a little bit. So the platform has been pushed over a little bit. Hopefully it'll still be able to get into this area, or at least spread out a little bit. Nice. So it actually went kind of straight in. My last flake, sometimes it's still stuck in there. And I can also use this rough side of the hammerstone to really just, if there's an edge that I want to change, I can just go in and kind of just rough it up. Hi, Poppy. Hi. She's getting scared when I strike this. Yeah, get out of here. Don't eat my don't eat my tools. I have an opportunity to go over here. If you're doing abo knapping and you're trying to create a platform, it's advisable to, and especially on something like this is just from personal experience, when I'm like trying to really wrench down on a platform and change it with the hammerstone, sometimes, and I'm holding it like this, sometimes your hammerstone can slip and you can cut yourself real bad. And I've done that before. So if sometimes I go like this, I put it in my leg, my other leg, support it with my hand so it's not going to slip around, and that way I can change it without cutting myself. And let's see what happens with this platform. It's just kind of a continuous platform. I'll strike over here first, just a shorter one, and I can see just from that flake that it's overhanging. Oh, I cut myself again. Maybe you shouldn't be taking advice from me on how not to cut yourself. This platform is probably not going to work. But I haven't napped this material that much, so you might be able to get underneath this. We're not going to get, I don't think we're going to get to that hinge, but I'll strike high on it. Oh, beautiful. Wow. So it went over there. A lot of these flakes break up into multiple pieces. But it went way underneath both hinges. That was really nice. Well, that helped a lot. Sorry for being one of those guys that puts the flakes back on after I take a nice one. It just feels too good not to. I ran into a little hinge there. There's still another flake that can be taken over here where we failed. So this area is going to have to be isolated from both scars. There's a squirrel up there wreaking havoc. Okay. Nice. It goes over into there. Isolated late stage flakes are starting to help out keep this area, keep the preform thin. I really don't know what I'm gonna make out of this. It's just going to be continuous edge. These flakes don't have to go that far. They just have to blend. We've got some pretty long flakes from the other side. Oof. That was bad contact. Okay, flattening out that area. Gotta space it. These squirrels are going crazy. Try and get a long flake here. Hopefully it doesn't overshoot. knob on that. Could just grind it off with the hammerstone. Use a sharp edge. Okay, it's a pretty fat platform and it's been ground to a lot, so we gotta isolate it a little more. See what I mean by using that sharp little spot on the hammerstone? Really helps. Oh, you can tell I misstruck that. It kind of hinged a little bit. It felt so good, but did not go right. I think I may have struck it a little too high. Caused it to lip out. Not sure though. It was just one of those swings where you can feel that it doesn't feel right as soon as you're doing it. Want to make sure this platform here is spaced far enough from these hinges here. And I'm not sure if it is, but I'll try and swing it over this way more. Worst comes to worst, I just blend it, hopefully from this backside because there's more thickness over there. That's why there's kind of low risk here. I'm gonna do this. Yeah. We got some deep flake there. We got it, but some stuff in there. I want to do that one freehand. It just felt a little more like I could get the right angle on it. Should probably blend that in, but I'll do it later. I still want to take some more flakes over on this side. Just think about where to go. I do want to just blend this hinge in real quick. Could probably just do it with the hammerstone. This thing could break, but that's part of learning new materials. You know, haven't really made a blade like this out of basalt. I've made haskets, a couple. Like that platform right there was probably a little too fat. Fortunately, we still have some width down this way. I think I'm just gonna whomp here. Yeah. So we ran into an issue right there, but we'll turn our edge back the other way. That's too fat. That will break this thing. It doesn't help that it has these little phenocrysts in it. Those can cause it to be weak in certain areas. So you gotta be mindful of the type of platforms you're hitting in later stages and make sure that take note of where they are and how fat they are. It's better to have them too small than too fat. This is a fat platform. That's gonna break. It's gonna break. I don't want to do that. That's not a good idea. Look how much that broken piece of the hammerstone fixed up that little area. I can't ensure that it will be a good flake, but it makes a good platform. Shoot. It's a little bit of a mess up. One problem is this area is pretty flat. There. Shoot. Actually, it wasn't as bad as I thought it was. Thought it was a big hinge. Okay, we've got some issues down on the base here. We've got to work on the base before it's too late. It might actually be too late. Some sort of weird crystal pocket. Key to working on any base in the late stage should just be gentle. Make your platform smaller and try and treat it right. Hit it right. Shoot. Tried to grind this platform to shape and then I accidentally took a flake down into the actual platform itself and then made it too thin. Okay, it's all right. I'd rather have these be crushing than breaking my thing in half. Oof. I wanted to make sure that I hit that one over to the side. Get rid of these, or avoid these hinges. Good thing they're just on the edge there. Shouldn't be that big of a problem. There. Also trying to get underneath that hinge there. Just got to be careful with this stuff because it does take big flakes like that. Platform's too rounded. Sunlight here, the shadows make it kind of hard. supposed to remove that hinge there. There it goes. I'm gonna get a smaller tool. A piece of deer antler. Oh my gosh. This is a tough area. So now I'm just trying to do some contouring because we took quite a few flakes, and it's kind of nice to step back a little bit and recreate contours. You can do that with hammerstone or this little tool, or even the big tool. Gotta do it down here in the base where it's pretty thin here after that one flake. There goes those hinges that were in there. So I'll just contour this, and then what are we at? How many minutes? 43, damn. Oh jeez. I gotta shut this thing off. I think I'll just work it a little bit more, and then I'll turn off this video. This is not foolproof knapping right here. This is risky on this base here. This would technically be a finished knife. Make like a stem or something. Glue it in. Okay, I'm done. I'll show you. Take you off the tripod. Where's the sun?